Meteorologist Dani Beckstrom is too far away from us. We'll get you later. Good morning to you. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Good morning, Michelle and Tony. Good morning to you at home. We have another wild weather weekend. We're starting calm, cloudy and cold this morning, but quiet. Give it a few hours. The snow will be here, and eventually that snow turns to sleet, to ice, to rain, and tomorrow even maybe some thunderstorm activity with flooding downpours possible. It all gets started as we move toward midday, so enjoy the quiet while we have it. It doesn't last too much longer. It is cold, 29 degrees, feeling like mid-20s, looking at 22 in Poughkeepsie, Teens, and Liberty this morning, 26 for Islip, and 25 for Belmar. Winter weather advisories in effect immediately north and west of New York City, and we could see some significant icing heading into tonight as well. It's one reason for that winter weather advisory. The other is the snow on the way, and you can see the mess off to our west. That's all sliding in. So as we time it out on Futurecast, cloudy this morning, but by this afternoon, we're talking even by midday, the snow arrives from west to east. That means relatively widespread steady snow this afternoon into this evening, and then overnight into tomorrow morning, that transition to rain and ice begins to happen. We're particularly concerned about a prolonged period of icing north and west of the city as we move into tomorrow morning. And then Sunday, scattered rain turns to heavy downpours in the afternoon. Behind this, really gusty wind, a high wind watch in effect across the area Sunday afternoon into Monday. So yeah, no surprise that we're looking at some AccuWeather alerts in effect tonight into tomorrow. Here's an early look at the snowfall totals that we expect this afternoon into tonight. 3 to 6 inches north before that turns to ice. A lot of this will turn to slush as the rain transition happens late tonight, but still enough to make the roads really slick. So of course, got to give you that heads up. Here's a look at the day planner today. Quiet and cloudy to start before that snow sets in. I'll have the hour by hour breakdown as well as the timing and totals of the rain on the way tonight into tomorrow as well in just a few minutes. Michelle?
All right, lots to talk about. Thank you so much, Dani. We're glad we have you. Saturday.
Oh, I hope you don't expect me to have the answer. I don't know, but I can't wait for you to tell me. We're starting with some cute cats. This is Rosie here. Don't change the channel, Rosie. We're shaping up. Ralph and Linda sent this picture this morning. Very cute. We also have Mitza. And Janice and Ted told me what Mitza meant. It's not pizza in German, but it's something in German. And they told me pizza rhymes with pizza, and now I can only think about pizza. Anyway, here's Kiki, very cute, helping out Jeff on this Saturday morning. Sun starting to rise, sunrise this morning at 6:50. It is a quiet and cloudy start to our Saturday morning, but there is so much going on in the AccuWeather forecast. Snow arrives by the middle of the day. We expect snow showers for the second half of our Saturday, but that snow turns to sleet, to rain, to ice overnight into tomorrow, with the AccuWeather alert extending into Sunday downpours by the second half of tomorrow. We have a lot to talk about. I'll have it all in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break. We got some cute kittens.
Mitza, that means kitty in German. I didn't want to holler earlier, but Mitza.
You should have hollered it. You should always holler all the time. And also, I should have remembered that it meant kitty, right? I mean, I don't know, whatever. But here's Marshmallow.
That's cute.
Very cute, very appropriate name for this cute white kitten in his best Valentine's Day bow tie. Stormy celebrating Valentine's Day as well with the heart pillow. Very cute from Anne-Marie. And finally, we have Dandelion hanging out in the sink. I don't think Dandelion would enjoy it as much if the water gets turned down. So watch out, Kathy. Today we're starting calm and cloudy. It is cold out there, but at least conditions for now are quiet. You see, by this afternoon, that is not the case. Snow sliding in from west to east today. That sticks with us through the second half of our Saturday. But tonight, the snow turns to sleet, then ice, then rain, and tomorrow, soaking rainfall expected in parts of the area. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast for you coming up.
On a Saturday.
We got some cute kittens to start our Saturday morning. We'll begin with Caboodle, who's given 2 thumbs way up. I am obsessed with this picture. Johnny, you have a very special cat on that couch this Saturday morning. We also have Bailey celebrating Valentine's Day in the cute red boa. And we also have Tucker offering kisses for 25 cents. Very sweet from a blue-eyed Tucker. This morning, we're waking up to cloudy, calm, and cold conditions. But by this afternoon, snow, an AccuWeather alert going into effect for the second half of Saturday and all day Sunday, because the snow that we get today turns to sleet and then ice tonight and rain tomorrow. Scattered showers Sunday morning and soaking rainfall tomorrow night. There's a lot to talk about and time out in the full AccuWeather forecast. I'll have that for you coming up after the break. Oh like,
you let everybody know what's coming.
listen, you have 90 seconds. Can you run up there real quick, grab some coffee?
I know.
You guys are doing really well on zero caffeine.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah.
Zippo.
Emmy award winning.
Emmy. I personally have lost every Emmy that I've been nominated for, but I'm glad one of us has won an award.
There you go.
Let's get you outside on this Saturday morning. Happy Saturday. AccuWeather alert goes into effect this afternoon. We have a few more calm hours to go before then. Right now, mostly cloudy and quiet. It is quite cold, 28 degrees, but at least the wind that we were dealing with yesterday has calmed down. So not seeing a significant difference between air temperature and wind chill because this is cold enough. We're starting in the teens and 20s on this Saturday morning, but our attention turns to the snow on the way this afternoon and eventually sleet, ice, and rain tonight into tomorrow with drenching downpours for your Sunday afternoon. So once that AccuWeather alert goes into effect this afternoon, it doesn't expire until after tomorrow night. This is the mess on the way. It slides in as we move toward the middle of the day, and after about noon, from west to east, the snow moves in. We will see fairly widespread, fairly steady snow showers this afternoon and evening. Before that transition to sleet, to ice, to rain arrives overnight into tomorrow morning. I am particularly concerned about the potential for some ice accumulation for our northern neighborhoods moving into tomorrow morning. That can create really slick and dangerous road conditions. But we're not in the clear as we move into Sunday, although scattered rain tomorrow morning, not quite as active out there. By tomorrow afternoon, drenching downpours with this front moving through, that can produce heavy enough rain to create some ponding on the roadways, and some isolated thunderstorm activity can't be ruled out either. Behind this front, really gusty wind sets in for Monday and much colder conditions. For today's snowfall, north of I-84, 3 to 6 inches of snow. That can cause some trouble on the roads before the transition to ice, and 1 to 3 inches expected for our northern suburbs, as well as parts of upper Manhattan. The Bronx could see 1 to 3 inches of snow, where from lower Manhattan south and east, a coating to an inch before that transition to sleet and then rain tonight. So obviously there's a lot to talk about, right? I'll leave you with the day planner. The next few hours cloudy and cold, but by this afternoon, the action is here. And once it's here, we're in it through tonight into the majority of the day and evening tomorrow. I'll have the timing, the totals, as well as try to break down the transition to sleet, rain, and ice coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast in just a few minutes. But for now, I'll send it back to you, Tony.
All right, Danny, thank you very much. Port Authority for Supercat Saturday, Danny.
We got some cute kittens to talk about on this Saturday morning, starting with Miss Molly here, perched close to the TV. I think she's interested in the forecast. She wants to get real close, see the numbers. Don't worry, Molly. I'll have that for you in a second. We also have Chai here, such a sweet blue-eyed baby from Anne. Very cute. Thanks for sharing. And we have Midnight, who's on top of the kitchen cabinets. I'm sure not causing any mischief on this Saturday morning. Yvonne, thank you so much for sharing. Today, we're starting cloudy and calm. It's cold out there with temps in the teens and 20s across our area, but at least the radar is quiet. That is not the case heading into this afternoon as an AccuWeather alert goes into effect. And once it's in effect, it lasts through tonight, through the majority of the day tomorrow, into tomorrow night, because we have snow first, then sleet and ice, and then rain. And tomorrow, quite a bit of rain. Some flooding downpours going to be possible behind that storm system, really gusty wind into Monday. Bottom line is, there is a lot to talk about, and I'll have it all for you in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break.
My aloe plant.
Aloe plant.
It's good for your
Is that what
skin.
I need, Tony? I
Yes,
just need
you
an
do.
aloe plant, and suddenly
That's all
my
you
life will
need.
feel fulfilled.
That's what you need.
Easy. That's a lot cheaper than the things I've been doing. Let's get you outside on this Saturday morning. So much to talk about in the AccuWeather forecast. Right now, cloudy and quiet. It is cold, teens and 20s, but looks beautiful. Enjoy the calmer conditions before the snow arrives by this afternoon. 18 in Liberty, 21 in Poughkeepsie, 25 in Somerville and Morristown, 30 in Montauk. So it's a chilly start to the day, but without the wind that we dealt with yesterday, it doesn't feel quite as harsh outside. Satellite already picking up on the cloud cover streaming in, and you don't have to look too far to find the mess on the way. It's the reason for the winter weather advisory going into effect this afternoon for so many of our counties shaded in purple. Let's get to it. We'll continue to see these clouds stream in between now and noon, and then afternoon we'll start looking west for the arrival of the snow from west to east. It looks like our western suburbs between about noon and 1, in the city between about 1 and 2, and out east between about 2 and 3. Once it's here, we will see several hours of fairly widespread, fairly steady snowfall. It's not particularly heavy or intense, but it will still stack up across the area before that transition to sleet, to ice, to rain happens moving into tonight from south to north. Starting first, transitioning to rain a little bit earlier south of New York City, in the city itself as we move toward 10 and midnight. Now I want to pause it here to point out the pink that we're seeing. That's going to be that sleet to ice accumulation, and there's the potential for some accumulations for our northern neighborhoods overnight into tomorrow morning. That will make it particularly dangerous and difficult for travel and could even potentially lead to some power outages outages if the ice starts to accumulate on those power lines. As we move toward tomorrow morning, the steady stuff becomes more scattered. So we'll wake up Sunday to unsettled conditions, yes, but not quite as consistent in terms of the coverage on the radar. A little bit of a lull to start Sunday, but we are not in the clear. The AccuWeather alert extends through the second half of Sunday because check out what happens tomorrow afternoon. A line of very heavy, drenching downpours moves through associated with a cold front. This is heavy enough rain to produce some ponding on roadways, some localized flooding, and could also see some embedded thunderstorm activity within that. That's what we see for the second half of Sunday before this clears out and the very gusty wind picks up Sunday night into Monday as colder air moves in. Let's start first with the snowfall. North of I-84, 3 to 6 inches of snow. That's enough to cause travel trouble before the ice even starts to accumulate, right? 1 to 3 inches of snow for North Jersey. It looks like Upper Manhattan, parts of the Bronx, Westchester over through Fairfield, and even the north shore of Long Island. From Lower Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island South, that's Central Jersey, South Jersey, and the South Shore of Long Island, coating to an inch before transitioning to rain a little bit earlier. But a lot of rain. We're talking 1 to 2 inches, especially as we move into tomorrow afternoon and evening. So that's going to be enough in a short amount of time to cause some localized flooding and some ponding on roadways. So snow steadiest, heaviest, most widespread this afternoon and evening before that transition begins to happen. The ice transition happens for our northern neighborhoods tonight into tomorrow morning. A glaze up to 1/4 inch of ice is going to be possible, which makes travel really tough. Rain, that transition happens overnight into tomorrow morning. Scattered rain showers tomorrow morning and steady soaking rain tomorrow afternoon and evening with an embedded thunderstorm. And then wind behind that, a high wind watch in effect Sunday night into Monday with gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour possible Monday as our temperatures drop about 20 degrees. I know it's a lot, but right now quiet and calm, cloudy out there and cold. And then this afternoon, the snow starts to slide in. So snow showers this afternoon and evening. Then we transition to that sleet to ice to rain overnight. And then tomorrow, rain is our primary weather worry with the AccuWeather alert continuing. Monday, very windy, quite a bit colder. We'll see sunshine again by Tuesday. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.
A lot of things coming in here, and she's going to let you know what's going on with the AccuWeather forecast.
I'll be honest, I could do with a few less things, fewer things. There's so much going on. You know, it's a Saturday morning. We're starting quiet and calm, but it doesn't last too much longer. We have snow, we have sleet, we have ice, we have rain, we have maybe a thunderstorm or two in the forecast tomorrow. A lot going on this very active weather weekend. Right now, partly cloudy skies, air temperature at 29, feeling like 22. So it is a cold start to the day, but with calmer wind than yesterday, not as significant of a difference between air temperature and wind chill, but it's still a layers morning, feeling awfully chilly. 20s for most of the area, 30 now in Somerville, 29 for Islip. Winter weather advisory goes into effect this afternoon, immediately north and west of New York City as this mess tracks toward us. So I know it's just the increasing clouds between about now and midday, but afternoon between about 1 and 3 p.m. the snow slides in and we expect several hours of fairly steady, fairly widespread snowfall this afternoon and evening. The showers don't wrap up overnight. We're just seeing a transition in the type. We'll see the snow go to sleet, go to some ice, and then go to rain overnight into tomorrow morning. Scattered showers start our Sunday and then heavier downpours tomorrow afternoon and evening. Keep that AccuWeather alert in play because this kind of rain can cause some flooding, localized flooding, ponding on roadways. Behind this, really gusty wind sets in for the start of the week. But we do have snow to deal with first. 3 to 6 inches of it north of I-84, 1 to 3 for North Jersey, Westchester, Fairfield County, even Upper Manhattan, even the Bronx could be in that 1 to 3 inch range, where Lower Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Central Jersey, and the South Shore of Long Island, according to an inch of snow this afternoon and evening before that transition to rain, to sleet, to ice. That's all working in overnight. So looking at the hour by hour, it's cloudy now, cold and calm. By this afternoon, snow moves in, and then you're seeing that snow to rain transition in the city. But there is a lot to talk about when it comes to the timing of that transition and, of course, the totals, not just of the snow today, but then the ice tonight that it can accumulate north and west, and the rain on the way tomorrow. We're talking inches of it. I'll have all those details for you in the full AccuWeather forecast in just a few minutes, but for now, I'll send it back to you, Michelle.
All right. Thank you so much, Dani.
Well, my parents' advice to me is just don't get married ever. So that is what...
Then there's that.
I love that.
My parents told me the same thing. Epic fail.
So far, that hasn't been difficult for me. I don't have many offers. But anyway, let's talk about dogs and cats. So I am both poor and single because I live alone, but that's okay because I'm happy and I get to eat all the food in the fridge. This is Minnie from Kim and Tara, and Minnie is thinking tropical thoughts in her pineapple house. And you know, you gotta keep it a good headspace on a day that snow's working in. Lucy and Ethel, I mean, I love these cat names, right? We got Lucy and Ethel from Greg and Peter snuggling up on this Saturday morning. Very sweet couple sisters. And Wilson saying hi from Lisa and John. I hope Wilson stays warm today as the snow moves in. This morning we're still dry, but the clouds are in place, cold and quiet. But by midday, snow arrives, and once it's here, we've got quite the day ahead of us. Snow this afternoon and evening, turning to sleet, then ice, then rain overnight into tomorrow, and drenching downpours that can produce some localized flooding and maybe some isolated thunderstorm activity for your Sunday. So once the snow is here, we got a couple days under AccuWeather alerts. I'll time it out for you, let you know how much snow and how much rain on the way in the AccuWeather forecast after the break. Yes.
And some of them are adoptable kitties for us, too.
Yes, Tony. We are featuring 3 sweet adoptable kitties from New York City Second Chance Rescue today. If you are interested in putting in an application for any of these babies, you can head to nycsecondchancerescue.org, send them an email, or check out their Instagram. We're going to start first with Richie. Meet Richie. This charming older gentleman was found as a stray and is looking for a loving foster or adopter. Richie is a diabetic and eats prescription food, but that is provided for foster families. Richie's sweet and very laid back, and he gets along well with other cats. So anyone looking for a mellow companion, you found it right here with Richie. Now let's introduce you to Amanda. She's a 10-month-old mama. She had a tough start with her kittens, but was rescued and is looking for her forever home. She loves bird TV, she loves toys, she loves lounging, and loves kind, gentle pets, belly rubs, and big stretches on Saturday mornings. Plus, she's a total style icon. I mean, look at her with her white fur boots and her eyeliner. Meow. Am I right? Totally. Finally, meet Tallulah here. This is 2-year-old Tallulah. She's a low-maintenance queen. Sweetheart, total sweetheart, full of affection. She's such a cutie, right? She was rescued as a stray with a badly injured leg and tail, both of which had to be amputated, but that does not slow her down. She's a purring machine who loves snuggling and lounging around. She's ready to shower her human with cuddles. So please, if you like any of these babies, please reach out to NYC Second Chance Rescue. You can apply at www.nycscr.org. And I'm hoping some of them find a forever home, right? For us today, it's the increase in clouds this morning and cold, but it is quiet for now. By this afternoon, snow slides in, and then that transition to sleet, to ice, to rain into tomorrow, and then a whole bunch of other problems to talk about tomorrow as the AccuWeather alert continues. I'll have more on that coming up in just a few minutes.